everyone, this is Educators. We are here to make learning easier. You watch this video till the end and you'll get a full hand experience about Zoom cloud meetings. In the previous video we discussed how or how to manage the Zoom meeting if you are a participant. Now let us see what a host can do. We are going to see that right now. Here you can see host meeting. See, these all can be seen only if you sign in. I already signed in. I told you how to do that also in the previous video. I'll click on host a meeting. Here these three are the things you can see: with video off, with video on, only, screen share also you can see. And you need to click any one on that. I'll click with video off. What happens, let us see. This is the thing I told you already in the previous module or previous session. You need to open Zoom. If you didn't download it, see, you can see here I downloaded it. It appears like this. Now the meeting ID we are gonna join. I'm gonna host now. Open Zoom. Yeah, here the window appears like this. It asks you to whether join with the computer audio, and I'll click yes, why not. If you have any other device connected, you can use that also, but I don't have any such. Now if you want to invite others, you can just copy this URL and post it in your WhatsApp or any of your group. Hey, what's this? Educators has entered the waiting room for this meeting. Why waiting room? See, waiting room is just a generally if you go to restaurant, the waiter comes and tells, sir, please, the restaurant is busy, it's crowded, you can just wait there in the waiting room. That's what a waiting room is. The participants will not enter the meeting until and unless you admit them. If you remove them, they will not be able to join until and unless you change that in the settings that we'll discuss later. So admit, if I click, yeah, he'll be admitting. He's joining, and I can even message to them, only to the people in the waiting room. I can message to them. I'll message that please subscribe until and unless that I'll not allow you to the meeting. I'll click enter. This will go to everyone in the waiting room, sorry. So this is the educators has been joined to the meeting. So what will he do in the meeting right now? So I am the host. You can see it. Here you can see all the controls. We already discussed. I don't want to discuss that again now. I'm going to just mute myself. So here you can see this. Security is the new thing if you're a host. What are the features here? Lock meeting. Lock meeting is the feature here. You can see what happens if you click on lock the meeting. If you click on lock the meeting, no one will be able to join the meeting. It's locked. If you lock a room, of the conference room, it will be the same way. It will be in the same way. The meeting is locked. Now no one will be able to join. It will show like it will show that the host has locked the meeting, so you cannot enter into the meeting. That is what it will show you. Yeah, the meeting has been logged by the host. You can see like that. Now if you don't want that meeting room, you can also change that. Here in the security only, If you click on that security, you can see enable waiting room. That's actually checked right now. It means that is enabled right now. So if you want to disable that, you just need to click on the that only you need to click on again. And also you can see in the security many other features such as share screen, chat, rename themselves. See, these all are the features that are enabled by Zoom for security reasons, as few rumors have been there around us. So yeah, there's nothing problem with Zoom. Okay, now I'll just unlock this meeting, and so that, yeah, I forgot, chat option also can be changed by the host only, not by any others. Remember, only by the host. So what happens is, uh, the host will disable chat. Now the person cannot chat with anyone. The chat will be disabled. You can do the same in other way also. I'm gonna show that right now. Yeah, here you can see the more option, the three dots. Participant can chat with no one, host only, everyone publicly and privately. Hey, hi, educators. How did he come in right now? Just go back 5 seconds or 10 seconds ago and he'll not be there. But this is the reason he was able to come in, because I disabled the waiting room. So he came in. Hi, educators. Subscribe to me here. So if I click participant can chat with no one, the participant cannot be able to chat. Any participant cannot be chatting. Host only, he can chat only with you because you are the host now. With everyone publicly, it means if he want to chat with someone, he need to chat. The chat will be displayed to everyone, even to you. And this everyone publicly and privately. If the educator and educator 2 is there, if educator 1 wants to chat with educator 2, but I should not see, the A B C D E F should not see, then he can do that if this is enabled. But for security reasons, or if there's a disturbance, you can click no one, he cannot chat with anyone. Suppose if there's a important thing going on in the chat, you can click on save chat. The chat will be saved and you need to click on show in the folder. So this is the thing. Yeah, manage participants. There's something great in this, or rather, if you're a participant, there are many privileges if you're a host. See, for me, unmute and more rename, that's common for every participant. You can even unmute other participants, but it cannot directly be there, it cannot directly be done without the knowing of the participant. For participant, it will be displayed like the host would like you to unmute your microphone, and two options: stay muted, unmute myself. If I unmute myself, you can hear the resound, so I would just want to mute it. So this is the thing. If I click on more, I can chat with him. I can chat. The participant cannot chat. That's what the option there. Make host. I can make him as the host. I'll be left aside. I can rename that fellow. I can rename him to anything I want. That fellow, what man educators, that's my own channel. I'll change him to subscribe, but this can be done without his notice. I can change. He doesn't have any influence on that. Put in waiting room. I can just kick him out of the meeting, and I can admit him. Okay, and also there's something that you saw. Ask to start the video. If you want to see that fellow's face, you can click on ask to start video, and the host has asked you to start your video. Will you later or start my video? Those two are the options there. Start my video. Hi. Yeah, this is what it will be looking like. So I'll just stop the video now. Yeah, has gone away. Make host. I'll make him the host and he'll now have all the privileges. But suppose if I do that by mistake, then what? Reclaim host. I can reclaim the host. Then I can be the host again. This is the thing. Okay. Now share screen. The similar thing we saw for what? For a participant. Here you can see whiteboard. I'll click on whiteboard and share. What happens? I'll see. Hey, you can see just a plain whiteboard. Suppose this is you want to plan something with how to get 4,000 views, how to get 1,000 subscribers. If you want to plan or if you want to talk about that with your uh, employees, you can do that. Subscribe to my account, please subscribe. If I just want to erase this, I'll just with one tap it's erased. And if I want to erase it with different parts, like you can also do that here. Please like to this video. I'm shouting here. Yeah. If I want to erase a part, here you can see select. You can select a part like this. Yeah, you can select and click on erase. That will be erased. Yeah, like that. Stamp, eraser, undo, redo, clear, save all the drawings. And I also showed you. I'll show that even now how to prevent other participants to annotate. See, I'm not doing from my laptop. See, the mouse pointer is there, and I'm doing here. Who did this? I want to know. I want to know who is the person who did this. I'll just scroll my mouse over here and click on more. It will be showing like show names of annotators. If someone is disturbing me, I want to catch him red-handed who's drawing in red. Yeah. Hey, the subscribe is the person who drew this. I'll catch hold of him and I'll put him out of I'll kick him out of the room. Again, subscribe is drawing. So this is the things you can do. Again, subscribe draw. Yeah, like that. Now, if I don't want any disturbance occurring, here again more disable participants annotation. I'll click it, and now I cannot annotate in my mobile. I cannot annotate. That is the thing. Now clear all drawings, clear my drawings, clear viewers drawings is the thing you can see in the clear option. If you clear my drawings, what all will be cleared is nothing will be cleared because nothing I drew. If I select click clear all the drawings will be cleared. Now these are the features you can see. Pause share. If you want to pause this and do other work in your laptop, then you can just pause, but the other people will just see this window. They cannot see what happens there. And we know remote control, but if you want to give remote control to subscriber, he will be controlling what the mouse control. He'll be controlling your mouse. That is what mouse control is. But if you ask me, I'll say this is not a better option to go with, because the mouse will not be controlled properly all the times. Not telling because yeah, it's because the it'll take some time to reach from there to here. See, it takes a lot of time to reach from there to here, so I better say not to use that option. And if you want to stop this share, you can see the red option there. Click on that. I'll go just back to the meetings. Yeah, this is the thing what happens, what to do about chat, or I mean the share feature in the Zoom. This is how you can do. So I'll just be opening that, don't worry. Yeah, and meanwhile you can subscribe to my channel down there, so you'll be able to you'll be notified about us. Yeah, it's open now. Yeah, we talked about many things. We talked how to mute and unmute a participant. Suppose there are about 100 participants in my meeting and I want to mute everyone so that I don't want to hear their voice. I can't just go everywhere and I can't just tell a mute. mute 100 participants takes nearly an hour to do that, and my meeting time will be completed. So instead of that, here you can see mute all option. If you click on that, this dialog box appears. What will be? Mute all. Current and new participants will be muted. If someone else comes also, they will also be muted directly without their notice. And this checkbox is very important. If you want to allow participants to unmute themselves, suppose I mute him and he'll have a right to unmute him again. But if I click this, he cannot unmute. And that fellow cannot unmute. Never and ever he can unmute. It will say that you cannot unmute yourself because the host muted all participants. And unmute all also can be done. All participants are unmuted, but this will not happen because the other user or the other participant should also accept the request. This is all everything about Zoom, but one feature is left. Wait, one feature, record feature. This will be recording now. If I want to pause, I'll pause. If I want to stop, I'll stop. So this is the thing. The recorded files will be converted to MP4 when the meeting ends. This is the things you can do. And wait, the main thing we forgot. Please subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe, you'll be notified about my future videos. And until then, bye bye. This is Educators. We are here to make learning easier and meeting for all. So this is the thing. What happens if, yeah, I recorded this, and this will be converted to MP4, and you can just browse for the folder where you want to save that. But I just don't want to do that right now because it's waste of time, waste of memory. I'll click on cancel, and this is the window it will appear after that. Wait a second, sorry. Yeah, this is everything about what we have discussed. Thank you, bye bye. This is Educators.